Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming Terrain. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is the weekly Wednesday Wargaming questions and answers. It's an off the cuff video, guys. What that means is I'm going to record and upload. There is no fancy editing skills. You won't see my intro symbol at the beginning. I do have transition buttons, so if there's noise outside of my control, which there could be in a little while, I can stop filming, wait for it to pass and carry on. These weekly Wednesdays are primarily Q&A. You guys ask me questions, I answer them. It is primarily GW stuff, of which is primarily 40k. There is terrain questions from time to time, and there is information about myself, what's going on in the workshop, as well. We have a weekly vote, which I'll get on to when it comes to it. So the first thing I wanted to say, actually no, I can't. I need to wait for the time to go up and up on this video before I can actually speak about what happened, what's been going on with me, in case I use any bad language. If I use bad language too early, YouTube will stop the video. Okay, so I'll start with the first question. Love the beginner's guide to the rules you did last week. Can you do some more, as I'm new to the hobby, 40k, and that video gave me a more understanding about the game. There's a few people that have asked me, to elaborate a bit more on a few different rules. So I'm planning to tomorrow do a little video on vehicles / transports. Okay, what they are, how they work, all that sort of stuff, because there's a lot of rules around transports and models getting out of transports and stuff like that. And there's even ways to destroy transport and kill the guys that come out of it, but I'm planning on doing that tomorrow. Okay. when I explain to you what's going on, then you'll understand why I'm a little bit okay. But yeah, I do, because there's so much rules to the game, and when you start playing for the first time, you do get things wrong, you do misunderstand stuff. And it's all well and good people doing videos like a year ago when 40k first came out, 10th edition. People were still fresh from 9th edition, and this has changed from 9th to 10th, that sort of thing. But there's a lot more people in the hobby now. A good amount of you guys are new viewers, new players. So it's me doing that gives you better understanding of it. You can actually follow it along. Then not only that, when I do battle reports, you're able to follow it along because you understand. Even though you don't see loads of dice being rolled all the time like I used to, I'm just coming back on. This is turn one. This is what happened. These guys moved here. Then we're going to shooting phase. Then come back saying these guys shot these. You understand how it works. Okay. What do you think about the Agents of the Imperium? Oh, well. When I see that drop, I went straight onto the community and had a look at it, and I was like, that's nice. One thing I'm going to say though, it might be, I haven't looked at the book or nothing like that, it might be a case of any sisters in there, the rules for the sisters that are in there could be slightly different to what's in their codex. Just to highlight the fact that they're actually working for an Inquisitor, not for their holy order. Same with the Grey Knights, and the rules might be slightly different in that codex to the actual codex. Okay, just bear that in mind, guys. But when I looked at the 3 boxes, I was like, wow, they actually done something that I think it was last week. I said, I don't think they haven't done nothing that so far. Put named characters inside the launch boxes. So I was worried about the Death Guard coming out and having Typhus in it, so no point in getting it, because Typhus, I have him. And then I looked at one with the sisters in it, and I was like, yes, that's great, because that's another immobilizer tank, some sisters, some other bits and pieces. But then I looked at the character leading the box, and it's Shadow Greyfax. She was painted up not so long ago on the channel, so I don't need it. I'm like, it's worth the rest of the stuff, but then I'm going to have the same model twice that I can't, Then I looked at the other box. I said, okay, it's not my first choice, but I have a look at that. And it's got Inquisitor Drasax, I think his name is, with the dragon on his arm. Again, I built and painted him not so long ago. I say not so long, it was a couple of months ago, but I have him. I was like, damn. So I looked at the next box and it has Grey Knights in it. I'm like, oh, that's great, but I'm not ready for a Grey Knight army yet. And if I got that box, then I would be more pushed to do the Grey Knights. But I'm very happy with it. I like it. I'm still, the Emperor's Children is still coming this edition, 100%. I'm still expecting Dark Mechanicus, but I don't think they'll be this edition. I think they'll come next edition. They could be in the launch box. But the other thing is as well, I don't think anyone's realised this. Let's say they've announced that now. Let's say it's going on pre-order 2 weeks' time. I didn't see when it was going pre-order, I didn't look, but say it's going on pre-order 2 weeks' time. And it's coming out 2 weeks after that. What they're going to be doing then is giving you a roadmap of what codex is coming next. Now I think they'll give you a roadmap of the codex that are coming next up until Christmas. They might give you X amount, but the last two will be maybe pre-ordered the 22nd of December and come out just after New Year's, something like that. It's going to be interesting to see what ones they come out with. I hope, and I think I said this last week or the week before, the armies that I have here, I'm talking Death Guard, World Eaters, Demons, I hope they don't drop them side by side. I hope there is you know, they say, just say for example Death Guard and Space Wolves, and then just say for example Demons and Leagues of Voltan. Then, you know, so I can just focus on getting that one starter box, launch box, you know, each time, rather than, you know, oh, I'm going to get both of them. I don't want it to be World Eaters and Death Guard, or Eldari and Demons. I'll be like, oh my goodness me. But yeah, so enough time's clocked up now, so that's the questions I have for this week. Let me just bring you up with the shenanigans that have been going on for me. That sums up my week. Got the car for the NCT, which is like a check they do every year to make sure everything's correct on everything else. He went for it, it failed. Mechanic, he had fixed stuff on it beforehand to get it ready. He then went for this, he failed. So I went to him and said, look, this is what it failed on, but I'm having this problem as well. The engine kept overheating. And last time that happened, there was a problem with the water pump. I say water pump, is you put coolant into it, but the reason you put coolant into it is because coolant is a lower temperature to freeze than water. Okay, that's my understanding of it. I'm not a mechanic, but that's my understanding of it. That's used to cool the engine down. Last year he done the same thing, it's a problem pump, so he changed all that, he started doing it again. So he checked it, and the valve that allowed the water to flow through was, for a reason, was staying closed. So the pressure was building up, and then it released, but it was just releasing like, you know, really hot air, like steam sort of type thing, and that was creating an air pocket. So anyway, he changed all that, sorted out for me. He had the NCT reset, it passed, very fantastic. So last Friday I went down to him to pay him for the second lot of working on the car. Great. Down there for, you know, an hour or so, because you do get trapped. And you know, you have good conversation with him and stuff like that. And he was checking the water things, the water's still doing that, it's still disappearing out there, and it shouldn't be. There's no water coming out of the bottom, there's no nothing, you don't know where it's going. So he was there checking that as well. Now, I said to him then, the car is struggling to start when you turn it on first time. It might take 2 or 3 goes and then it starts. The engine isn't ticking over, it's just, and then goes off. It does it again, you know, 2 or 3 times, and then it comes on. So I'm like, shit, I've just spent the bones of nearly €300 to get the car fixed, NCT'd, reset NCT and everything done. Now this is happening. I need the car for work. I need the car to get shopping, to get, you know, everything else. I'll be taking that to him Friday for him to have a look at it again. So then that was that on Friday. I got back here, little ones off summer holidays this, for the next month or so. So I've got a little one in my ear roll, pestering me every 2 minutes. Then next thing you know, it's time to go and pick herself up, whatever, then I was going to work. The Saturday now, the guys were in that the whole day, so I couldn't really come do filming. So I was going to do work in the garden, it's like pissing rain. It's horrible. So like, fuck's sakes. Then the Sunday, again, I just blew ass fire around the place. So I basically lost 3 days last weekend of, doing stuff in here and prepping for Monday's, painting video. So when it came to Monday, I think it was like 1 o'clock when I came over here, because there's just so much stuff to do in there and going on indoors. That's why I didn't do a dice roll, in case I know in mind, like, I would do a dice roll and get something that's going to take me quite a while to paint, because there's a lot of detail in it. I don't want to just slap bash it and just not do it justice. Okay, so that's great. So Tuesday then, I painted Lily. Quick glimpse for you. So I went to edit the video Tuesday afternoon. Laptop wouldn't turn on. What the fuck is going on here? So anyway, they're trying to couldn't figure it out why it won't come on. Power's going into it. Plug socket's working. The light's working on the side of it, telling me it's drawing power. It won't come on. And I said, you know what, I can't mess around because I'm going to be late for work. I can go onto the PC that I have, which I have my 3D printing programs and everything else, and just start using that to edit videos and upload it if that's going to misbehave. So today, the whole day, I've been sat there at the computer trying to figure out why I can't upload my pictures onto it and videos onto it and everything else. It will not recognise the device. Okay, but the device is recognising the computer because it's charging. And I've synced the device with the computer, and I can activate the device from the computer. Why would I want to do that when the device is next to me because it'll be plugged in? Just absolutely blowing my mind and stressing me out there. So the whole day I've lost. Now there is another PC there which has the same operating systems, the same setup, the same everything else as the laptop. I got it for my little one a few years ago to use for her to do homework and stuff, but she doesn't need it, and it's outdated for what she would need it for. So, okay, that's sitting there. So the plan is I can put that there, but that isn't wireless. So I would have to run an Ethernet cable out from the bedroom, out to the computer, and when I'm not using it, unplug it and bring it in. But stop it from updating itself, because I don't want it to update itself and start being a pain in the ass. It's one thing I hate with computers, when they decide we're going to update this, and it's like, it was working perfectly fine the first time. Why are you fucking with it? Leave it alone. You do not need to update it. You don't need to change things and move things around, and just leave it alone. I do actually on the computer have a restore point. So if they do sneak that on me, because sometimes they'll offer that to me and I'll no. And then I'll be doing something, go to the toilet, come back, and it's automatically doing it. So then I'll just, okay, you finish doing that, I'll restore you back to the way you was. You're not doing that to me, I don't want that. But anyway, it's just stressed me out the whole day. Stressed out about a lot of different bits and pieces, but that really just was the cherry on the cake. So I was thinking, right, it's not the end of the world. What I can do is I can record a video the way that I do this. So I just record it and upload it. The thumbnail will be shit because I won't be able to put a thumbnail into it. And then I was like, that's the other thing as well. The intro symbol, the purple flame that you used at the beginning, that's on the laptop. So I went back into on the PC onto the website that I got that from, and I had a brain melt there because obviously it's been a few years since I did that, so everything's changed on there. Okay, it's easy to navigate. found the piece that I wanted. Great, fantastic. Changed it, modified it, you know, done all that sort of stuff. And then something went wrong and it threw me out and just has to restart the computer. So I went back into it, and then it was all different again, like the same layout, but the things that I was looking for I couldn't find. And eventually I found a different one and, you know, did all that. Then it wanted me to register with Microsoft, register my computer, and I'm like, I don't want to register the computer with Microsoft. I bought the computer, I paid for the computer, I use my bits and pieces. I don't want to register with this company, that company. Just leave me the fuck alone. So I said, you know what, I'm going to have to do it because I need it. So I started doing it. It downloaded. I said, okay, I'll just sit here. I won't finish filling this out. I'll wait for it to finish downloading. Downloaded, closed it all off. It's on the computer now. The new thing's on the computer. I got to figure out how to, if I'm going to use that computer, I'm going to figure out to, you know, how to put it into the photos or the video section so I can actually just access it quite quickly. So now if I can rack my brain at how am I going to do this? Can I edit it on the old computer, then export it as a complete video, but instead of exporting it back to the computer itself, export it to an external device, then take it to the other computer, upload it onto there, and then upload it onto YouTube? Racking my brain with it, melting my brain with it. Then the simplest person turned around and said, why don't you just Bluetooth it over? The other lads looked at this person and said, what the fuck? And I was like, yeah, I didn't even think of that. So I'm going to tomorrow try and Bluetooth it over from the device, my recording device, to the computer. Because back in the day, that's how you used to send videos to each other. Not so much videos, but how you used to send music clips and stuff like that to each other. With Bluetooth here. So I'm like, okay. So if any of you have any ideas of, you know, you can do that, but just do it as this type of file, that type of file, you know, or make sure you're sending to this place or that place, let me know, because my brain was melted a bit. If not, then I'll be recording the videos as I do weekly Wednesday, record, upload. But I'll do it in one take. So if I fuck it up, I fuck it up. It's not my intention, but I can't. I'm so close to the channel getting to the point where YouTube will pay me for the content, and that moves me one step closer to this being a full-time job. I can't allow this little snag to stop me, because it could be 2 or 3 weeks before I get all the bits and pieces I need to use the other computer. So if it is, you know, a record like this and there's no thumbnail on it for the next couple of weeks, I do apologise, guys, but unfortunately that's just the way, you know, these things happen. Oh, and the printer as well is acting very weird on me. It comes into print, the first couple of prints, when it's printing the base stuff onto the plate, it sounds like it's lifting the whole thing. It's not, because everything's tightened in, but it just sounds like, and I'm like, oh, don't tell me, I know the FEP needs to be changed. That's why I'm not printing the middle, I'm printing the side of the printer. But don't tell me it's trying to, the FEP's coming, like getting looser, where it's doing it on the sides. This is one thing after another. Oh, and I ordered some bases a while ago from Amazon. I got bases to come along, 50mm bases, and the sort of rectangular ones for supposed to be bikers. And I was like, I swear the great demon size bases. I said, maybe I didn't. So I cut 2 bases for the 2 great and clean ones I have there. I need to get an email like a couple of days ago, they're on the way. Anyway, I've ranted on enough. I'm going to bring you down and show you the boat. Now, because what's happened, and I'm going to try and get these guys painted over, there's only 2 guys left, the librarian and the annihilation barge. I'm going to try and get them painted over the rest this week. I've taken everything that's Drukari out of the boat, Necron and Space Marine. Okay, just to keep it fair. And there's actually a nice little selection there. There's a nice little selection. I've left Marvel Crisis Protocol stuff in there because that's I need to get those painted up as well. But anyway, I'm going to come down and show you the boat. And the way the boat works, I'll show you host models. You guys vote on what's to be painted for next Monday's painting video. Now, if I don't get, say I don't finish the Annihilation barge, which I think I will do. If I don't finish that and end up finishing that, you know, Tuesday or Wednesday next week, but the video's up, say Tuesday or Thursday, it's not going to take the place of Monday painting video. The Monday painting video will still be going up as normal, hopefully. Anyway, so I'll show you host models. You guys vote on what you want me to paint for next Monday's painting video. For next week, if there is a tie, I will do a dice roll. Okay, you can vote for as much as you like, but don't say I vote for everything, it's going to count. But you can vote for any of the Death Guard, any of the Tyranids, any of the, you know, World Eaters, that type of thing, and it will count. And the way you do your vote is you chuck a comment below on this video, tell me what you vote for. 12 midday Friday, I will look at the votes, and then I don't need to prep anything because 90%, 95% of everything is prepped. Everything for the vote is prepped. So, you know, that's pretty cool. But that's what I usually do, just I guess I've prepped if I need to. In the event of like you're voting for a unit that's like 10 models, then what I'll do is I'll probably, because of everything that's going on, I'll probably paint 9 of those guys first, then come back on camera and paint the one guy. But I'll probably start out Friday. I know why I'm waffling on. Let me show you the models. Sneaky peeky. Right, that was a little sneaky peeky of Lily there. Right, so we've got the Neuro Tyrant for the Tyranids. We have the Swooping Hawks for Eldari. We have the 8-bound. And we have the Jackals. As I meant to chuck these back in the boat last week, I just totally forgot about them. We have an Icon Bearer for the Death Guard. We have Warp Spiders for the Eldari. We have Von Ryan's Leapers. We have the Genesis of the Cults Magus. I've left the Lictor in there as well. The Eldari Guardians. Gen Sealers. I have Sabretooth for Marvel Crisis Protocol. I have Barber Gaunts for Tyranids. We have the Bloat Drone. We have the Zombie Bust, which is absolutely amazing. We have the Death Guard Terminators. Blight Lord Terminator, shall I say. We have the Masquerade. This is an alternative sculpt. I absolutely love it. We have Omega Red for Marvel Crisis Protocol. We have Death Jester, and we have the Slaneshi Chaos Lord on the Steed of Slanesh. There is also a wild card. You'll find out what the wild card is if it wins, and we have Creator's Choice. So if that wins, I just pick a mod off and paint it, which I don't care because I want to paint everything wants to be painted. So that's why I'm not too upset about focusing on, you know, Ultron, Lily, Librarian, and the Annihilation Barge this week. I'm actually quite pleased there because that gives me a little bit of motivation to get these guys done. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. If this is the first time you're seeing the channel, hit the subscribe button because it costs you nothing. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. Smash the thumbs up button, everyone, please, so that's because YouTube share this video with more people, which makes this amazing community of you guys grow even more. And hopefully I can sort that out so you won't get videos with a weird thumbnail. I've seen some of the weekly Wednesday ones, and it's like, it's caught me the weirdest, worst, you know, time on the weekly Wednesday, and this one will probably be no different. But hopefully I can sort that out, even if it is as simple as Bluetooth and over. Simpler technology. Anyway, guys, until next time, hit the buttons for me. Don't forget to vote. Thanks for watching. See you later.